Yun, pasensya na, na-interrupt tayo kanina, no? Yung katrabaho natin dito na kailangan ng susi. But anyways, let's go back sa pinag-uusapan natin dito. So, we are doing a comparison video between the 2021 Nissan Rogue SV Premium Package and the 2021 Honda CRV EXL package. So, again, I mentioned earlier, I went to the EXL because we are comparing two SUVs na may leather interior. So I had to go on the EXL. There's two other trim levels underneath the EXL, no? There is the Sport, there is the EX pala, sorry, 3. And then there's the LX, whereas sa Nissan, there is the SV. So for this year, for 2021, Nissan has cut down yung kanilang mga trim levels on the Rogue. So they went from S, which is the base model, SV mid-trim, SV Premium, which is my leather, and then the Platinum. Whereas, yun nga, sabi ko sa Honda, we have the LX, which is the base model, EX, and the EXL, EX and the Sport being yung mid-trim namin, EXL and the Touring sa may leather, and then of course the Black Edition, which is the top of the line one talaga. So let's do a quick walk around ng dalawang sakyan. So as you can see sa harapan pa lang, no, very significant difference with the way that they look. You can tell from, especially from if you watch my videos from last time, the jump in design from 2020 to 2021 on the Nissan Rogue, very different kumpara sa both generations, whereas the CRV, when it comes sa looks wise, very minor tweaks from its first redesign, which I believe was 2017. So going around the vehicle, so yan sila. As you can see, with this trim level here, they both have the LED daytime running lights, no? On the side profile on the EXL, so you do have a bit of a more rounded design going sa likod. There's a little bit of angular design sa taas, right? But if you look at the Nissan Rogue in comparison, sa side profile naman niya, a bit more boxy, a bit more angular kumpara dun sa CRV, right? Now sa likuran naman, so on the Rogue, you got this nice, very boxy look sa likuran, telling you what the trim level is. SV all-wheel drive, Nissan Rogue. On the CRV, the only vehicles on the CRV na merong actual trim badging would be the Sport, the Touring, and then yung Black Edition. So LX, EX, EXL, wala silang trim badging sa likuran. So ayan sila from the back. So one thing I'm gonna point out, guys, the Honda CRV EXL does have the bigger wheelbase. So this one here is, I believe, 19-inch yung gulong natin on the EXL with a different design compared to the 18-inch on the Nissan Rogue SV Premium Package. Okay. So on the side profile here, as you can see, on the EXL, we don't have the blind spot monitor. We have yung Honda Lane Watch camera. So yan yung camera that would show you yung blind spot mo on the right side. Whereas on the Nissan Rogue, you do get the camera here, and then on the other side as well, so I'm going to show you. And that in combination with the camera sa harapan, sa likuran, and dito, gives you the bird's eye view 360 degree view na wala, unfortunately, dun sa CRV EXL. So main difference between the two as well, guys, is engine. So on the Honda CRV, from the LX model all the way to the Black Edition, we have a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, 190 horsepower. Whereas on the Nissan Rogue, we have a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder non-turbocharged 181 horsepower na engine. So both of them, right, both are 4-cylinder. Main thing you have to remember, the CRV has a turbo and mas maliit yung displacement, 1.5, whereas the Nissan Rogue is a 2.5 liter non-turbocharged. Okay, so if you look naman sa likuran, like we always do, let's start sa likuran. Both of these vehicles have the power liftgate option. So demonstrate ko lang kung so yun yung sa Honda. So ganyan yung space sa likuran ng CRV. diba? And then let's look naman dito sa Nissan Rogue. So same thing. You only get the power liftgate nga pala again if you go with the all-wheel drive SV Premium package, which is an upgrade. On the regular SV, wala siyang power liftgate. So yun naman yung loob niya. So a bit different, no, kumpara sa CRV. I'm gonna fold this tonneau cover. So main difference that you're gonna notice, guys, flat yung likuran on an even plane, no? Pag ganyan lang, very even lang siya papasok dito sa Nissan Rogue, whereas sa CRV paloob siya. So hindi siya flat pag ganon, parang paloob pag ganyan siya, oh. Slope tapos paloob na dito. So depends on you, what you need, what your needs are, right? So some people might find this better, right? Kasi this has these side panels here that keep stuff from moving. And then of course pwede kang maglagay ng other stuff here. Hindi nga lang siya yung talagang deep na pocket, right? Whereas yung sa Nissan Rogue, so this is an actual dedicated na deep na pocket. Wala ka nga lang plastic dito that would keep things from moving around. But if you need to put something here, pwede mo siyang ilagay, right? Kasi it's meant for storage talaga. So ayan siya. That's your 12-volt plug if ever na kailangan mo. And the same thing meron din sa CRV, which is nandito naman. So ba yung power outlet niya. So andyan. So very different designs for both vehicles. I'm not gonna go into cubic feet and meters and stuff like that, right? Kasi nobody really measures that. It's up to you to use your own perception, right? When you see the vehicles, nakita mo na magkaiba talaga sila. So storage wise, underneath here you have yung spare tire mo. And dito naman sa Nissan Rogue, same thing. Yung spare tire mo, yun yung tools and everything. So medyo pag ganyan nga lang yung pagpasok niya. So very different. You gotta remember, right? Yung setup nung rear, magkaiba sila between the two models. So one thing with this one as well is you can lock yung height ng liftgate, which you can do using this button here. So I'm just gonna close it now. Whereas dito sa Honda, has the same function, right? You just have to hold the button. Instead of separate na button, you have to hold yung button to set yung height niya. So sasara natin sila. So going into the passenger side naman on the SV Premium ng Nissan Rogue, you got the leather interior na ganyan na itsura. You get the nice chocolate brown panel here, leather, well, leatherish material here, right, on the handrest as well. Different design yung dito. You got the manual sunshades, as you can see there, and it has yung heated seats and two power USB ports for charging. So heated seats yung rear seats niya if you go into the SV Premium package ng Nissan Rogue. Going on the CRV EXL. So on the EXL, ito naman yung itsura ng leather niya sa looban. It doesn't have the same chocolate brown trim, but it does have the wood grain trim, right? Wala siya nung manual na sunshades, so for the CRV, unfortunately. But for this trim level, same as the Nissan Rogue SV Premium, meron din siyang heated seats for the rear passenger. Ito naman yung controls niya. So ito yung controls ng heated seats. Sa kabila ganun din. And it also has yung dalawang charging ports dito sa likuran. So very similar silang dalawa, di ba? If you're comparing trim level to equal trim level, ito siya. So going on the passenger side of the SV Premium, so you get the leather interior as well. You got that space there, little cubby. You got yung glove box for there and the manuals, right? Again with the chocolate brown trim, leatherette trims din dito with the white stitching, very soft. And then yung setup niya dito sa driver side. Now if you look sa CRV naman, let's go and look at the CRV version. So on the CRV EXL, so very similar setup. Sa likuran, you got the wood grain finish, you got the black leather here as well. Sorry guys, black leather here as well, very comfortable. Now the main difference where's the other one, manual, yung passenger nito, power. So if you're taking pros and cons, notes of differences between the two, for the passenger side, power yung control ng CRV EXL sa Nissan Rogue SV Premium, hindi siya power manual. So you don't have the same cubby space na meron dun sa Nissan Rogue, right? Glove box, yan siya, so not as big, but same thing. You got the black plastic here, plastic over here, right? The wood grain trim. So now, let's go naman sa driver's side. On the driver's side, one thing I'm gonna point out as well, guys, so it does have the lanes, the lane departure warning, side mirror. On the driver's side, you have the lumbar support and the power adjustment, so one. Yan yung itsura ng kanyang leather sa looban. You got your power liftgate controls over there. So going on the driver's side, so front dash niya, as I've shown you guys before sa previous video natin, no? Ito yung itsura niya, is very nice, very visible. You got the heated seats as well. You got the heated steering wheel. 2 charging ports sa front, power outlet, push button start. So this vehicle does have the built-in remote starter. So yung cambio niya mas maliit, mas pandak kumpara sa previous year's models. And you got yung selection ng different drive modes. So you got your standard here, you got your eco, you got your sport, you got snow. So iba-iba yung drive settings niya, which you can change, right? And the one thing with the Nissan Rogue as well, safety technology wise, it does have something, so adjusting yung camera natin, called the Pro Pilot Assist. So it's this button here. So what the Pro Pilot Assist does is it's a combination of several different safety technologies. So you got yung front collision warning, you got yung assisted na steering, right? And you got yung system na parang sa adaptive cruise control. So I don't know the actual marketing terms, but studying the vehicle itself, to activate all three of those at the same time, pinutin mo lang to. And I will actually tell you there. So let me show you guys. So you got your forward collision, blind spot, and yung lane watch. So yun yung safety technology nung Nissan, which is the Pro Pilot Assist. Okay? So adaptive cruise control, Bluetooth controls as well here on the steering wheel. Okay? Now, let's go over sa CRV and take a look kung ano yung sa kabila. So on the CRV EXL, so we don't have the blind spot monitor, guys, on the EXL. Yun lang Honda lane watch. So you do get the lumbar support as well, and then power controls din siya on the EXL model. You have the programmable driver seats. So for 1 or 2 drivers, you can program yung adjustment ng seat mo, height, and gaano siya kalapit sa steering wheel. So with the Honda models naman, the front, yung ganitong control module niya, display dito, is integrated into the vehicle. Hindi siya raised, parang yung sa Nissan Rogue. So that has its own pros and cons, depende sa'yo, sa driver, right? So same thing, you got push button start, so it has built-in remote starter as well. You got the heated seats for both driver and passenger. You do have heated steering wheel on the EXL as well. Ayan yung button for the heated steering wheel. So it's a leather wrap steering wheel. So this one here is fresh off the production line, kaya may plastic pa siya, hindi pa natatanggal. So ayan siya. So that's the lane watch camera, guys. I turned it on right now, which is andito sa gilid. You can turn that on, turn that off. So ganyan siya. It has the Econ button. So same thing as the Nissan Rogue, meron siyang Eco driving mode. So for us, it's the Econ button naman, which you can also turn on and off. Backup camera, ganyan yung sa CRV EXL. Okay? So wala kaming, unfortunately on the Honda side, wala siya nung 360-degree camera on this trim level sa EXL. Okay? Kahit sa Touring actually, wala siyang 360-degree camera eh. So safety system wise naman, Honda has the adaptive cruise control, which you can set habang nagda-drive ka. Okay? We also have the lane departure warning. And the one thing na meron yung Honda na wala dun sa Nissan is the collision mitigation braking system. Kasi yung sa Nissan Pro Pilot Assist, how the system works, it mainly works while you are driving and you have the system on cruise control. Yung Pro Pilot Assist is like cruise control plus the other safety features. Whereas sa Honda, you can actually independently control yung mga safety features if you want to turn it on, turn it off, right? Whereas sa Nissan, it's connected to the Pro Pilot system. So ayan naman yung setup niya. So digital speedo just like the other one. I'm going to pop yung hood so you guys can see yung tsura ng makina sa loob for both vehicles. Let's pop the hood din sa Nissan Rogue. But first, I'm gonna show you yung backup camera, which I forgot to show you dito sa ating comparison video, no? So on the backup camera, because it has the 360-degree view, if you look at this closely, yan siya. So this view here, wala siya sa, unfortunately, wala siya sa kahit anong CRV na trim. LX, EX, EXL, Sport, Touring, wala siyang ganyan. It's a Nissan, it does come on the SV Premium. You do get that. So ito yung regular na backup cam mo, then you got the 360-degree view ng camera. So I'm gonna put this back on park. So same thing, digital speedo and all that stuff. I think I opened the hood na so we can see. So makina wise, ito siya. And from what I've been told, yun nga, it's a completely new engine for the 2021 model year, no? Better horsepower output. And dito naman sa CRV, so you got the 1.5 liter turbocharged. So this engine, I believe, has not changed since 2017, 2018. Ganun pa rin siya. All CRVs still run the turbo engine. And last but not least, the Nissan Rogue SV Premium has the panoramic sunroof, while the EXL Honda CRV just has yung standard na sunroof. So if you want the panoramic sunroof on the Honda, you have to jump sa Touring trim level. So both vehicles have their pros and cons, right? Both of them very similar. You got safety systems mounted on the front windshield. You got front sonars mounted on the front. For example, sa Nissan, yung kanilang front sonar ay nandito sa loob, whereas yung Honda is under yung emblem, nandyan. So the CRV EXL does have fog lamps, one thing I'm gonna mention. So very similar when it comes to features, right? Some features lamang ang CRV, some features lamang yung Nissan. Price point wise nga lang, dun sila nagkakaiba. The CRV EXL is actually more expensive, about about $2,000 more kumpara sa SV all-wheel drive premium ng Nissan. So if you're looking at price point wise, you know, for $2,000 more, right? The features and benefits ng bawat vehicle, very comparable. So between the two of them, it's really a matter of personal taste, right? Kung mahilig ka sa equipment, mahilig ka sa pinaka-latest na mga safety features, and you want to drive a vehicle na updated, more modern ang look, then definitely go with the Nissan Rogue, right? If you want the old school reliability and you like the design aesthetic more ng CRV, then definitely go for the Honda, right? The one thing I am gonna say between the two models though, as I think all of us knows this, when it comes sa resale value in the long run, especially if you're plan on trading in yung vehicle mo later on, pag lumaki yung family mo or hindi mo na kailangan ng ganong kalaking sakyan, the Honda will hold better value kumpara sa Nissan. Now, with the new redesign ng Nissan, time will tell if tataas ng konti or mas gaganda ng konti ang resale value ng Nissan. Kasi if you remember yung last video natin, when I was comparing the 2018 CRV Touring versus the 2020 Nissan Rogue, right? Yung difference in price nila, napaka-significant. And the Nissan was 1 year old. And yung CRV was 3 years old. And yet the CRV, right, was still significantly more expensive kumpara dun sa Nissan counterpart niya. So again, it's just a matter of personal opinion kung ano mas pipiliin ninyo. Do you want, you know, the Nissan Rogue or the CRV, right? So I hope that the video was able to give you, you know, some little bit of pointers sa inyong car shopping. Unfortunately, I couldn't do a Rogue versus RAV4 comparison. I would have loved to do that, mainly for the reason na wala akong kliyente on the RAV4 right now. Kung meron akong kliyente na gusto bumili ng RAV4, I would have loved to do a comparison between the RAV4 and the Rogue. But right now, wala tayong client ng RAV4, unfortunately. So we're doing the CRV, which obviously since Honda ako nagtatrabaho, and yung Nissan Rogue. So guys, there you have it. 2021 Nissan Rogue versus 2021 Honda CRV EXL. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like the video, paki-like, paki-share, and yeah, let me know if you're looking for your next vehicle. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out.